What's up, guys? In today's video I'm going to be telling you like how I got my ear pierced by myself at home and without no medical assistance or any support. Like, I did it myself. I'm going to take you through all the steps that you need to go through and what you are going to expect in future in piercing your ear, the pain and the method you are going to use to pierce your ear, like the preparation of the ear and the like everything you are going to need or everything you need to know in piercing your ear. I'm going to tell you like in this video. So if you are new to this channel, I want you to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button, giving this video a thumbs up and clicking on the notification bell, so whenever I release a video, you guys will be the first to get it. My name is Paul and I release videos on dating tips for men and for ladies and my lifestyle story, like just to make you guys a better version of yourself. I got my ear pierced at the year 2017. That was like a year after I finished my secondary school in Nigeria. So I was like, I wanted this, I love piercing, like the guy piercing and stuff like that. I really love it so much, the way it looks and everything, and I just like I want this for myself. Then I asked my mom, I was asking my mom like, Mom, I want to pierce my ear. Mom was like, no, you know this Nigerian culture, like they were like, no, people will start seeing you as a bad person, and do you know how you will look like? You will look like a gay, like gay, sorry, you will say you look like gay. I'm like, well, this woman is talking another thing. Let me ask my dad. So I asked my dad, like, Dad, I feel like I want to pierce this my ear. This is my 2 years. My dad was like, do whatever makes you happy. If that is what you want, do it. I was like, I like this man's word. Like, this man's word is more sweet to my ear than that's my mother's word. Now that mother's word is like blah, 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 blah. So I did not listen to what she was saying, but I had to follow my mind, what made me happy, what is going to make me happy, and what I want with the advice my daddy gave me. My dad was even telling me that if you want to do it, don't worry, I can help you to do it. I was like, hey, this man that wants to offer to help me to pierce my ear, I hope there's nothing that is going to happen. I was like, no, don't worry, I'll do it myself. Then I started to look for areas to maybe I can go to, like a tattoo shop, like they could help me to do the piercing. Then I started reading that if the tattoo shop is not a professional shop and you can get infection from the piercing and so many stuff like that. So I was very scared of piercing my ear or giving my ear to someone outside. And there is this scenario that they used to tell me when I wanted to pierce my ear. It was like, if you pierce your ear and the person that pierced your ear had sex like that month, or is someone that have sex with different ladies or different guys, like that ear will take time to heal. So I was scared that if I give this one to a professional, someone that knows how to pierce the ear, now I don't know his relationship life. It can be someone that will sleep with Amina today, will sleep with John tomorrow, will sleep with another person next tomorrow. So I was very scared of even giving my ear to someone to help me and pierce. So I was like, no, just scrap it. I will do this thing myself. And I started to look for ways and so many. Then I summoned the courage. That yes, today, I am going to do it myself. So what I used was, I used the pin, the needle, the earring. This is my earring box, like everything, and I have another one. See, I'm a earring freak. See, I have another one too. It's kind of the smaller size of the black one. Then I have this one again, but the one I used was like an exact type of this small one here, like exact type of this small one here, very tiny and needle like. So that was the one I used. Although on YouTube or any social platform that you are learning how to do this stuff, they will tell you can use needle, but that needle I don't really like it, because the needle, for me to put my hand and start doing it myself, it was kind of, my hand will be oily and everything, because you will need Vaseline. I used Vaseline for for prepping the ear, like to make it softer, very 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 soft, like. So I needed Vaseline for it. And if your hand is oily already, holding the needle will be very hard if the needle doesn't have this junction point like head that you need to press down, something like that. So it will be very hard if you are using the needle and this Vaseline, because everything will be very oily. So I decided not to use needle, or I do not use that. There's this pin, this needle injection pin that they use nowadays now, but I did not get that because I was trying to get it from Nigerian store and stuff like that, but they were telling me that I will need to pay for delivery, and the delivery is going to take like 2 weeks or so, and in my mind I don't have that time to wait again for this piercing stuff. So the day came, then my mom had gone out. She has gone to work or something like that. So I was at home with my dad alone. Then I went into my dad's room. I did it in my dad's room, surprisingly. So I took this, I already baited. Then I took this Vaseline. Like, let me just give you an example, then you guys will be able to learn it very well. I'm just going to use this particular ear. So I took this Vaseline like this, then I put it on this ear like this. Then I started to rub it. You need to rub it and rub it to the extent that it has to be red, like it will be very 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 soft. So I was rubbing this particular ear for about like 30 minutes, and I started feeling that this little part of it was very soft, and I was like, yes, it was ready to go. So after rubbing, although it will be auto, but that doesn't mean, because that is what you want, that is the process you have to go through. So after using this Vaseline stuff to rub the ear very well, just to like make it softer, so that if the needle is entering, it will just go in once. So I was like this, it was going very very well, and then it was time for me to use the earring to pierce it myself. Then I took this earring and I took this particular earring, not this one exactly, but something like this, like without the gold, because I heard that if you use gold, the first gold, to pierce your ear, like as a startup, the chemical or the metal stuff of the gold, if it's peeling, it can cause infection to the ear. So I used this earring, that's this titanium black. Yes, this titanium black earring is what I used as a starter, but very tiny like this, but it's a titanium black earring. So I just like put let me explain that area to you too. Let me use this big one. So I was using my hand, and there was a mirror in front of me that I was looking at the exact point that I want to pierce. So I was like, I used this thumb of mine to hold this underneath this ear like this. Then this one that I want to use the force to pierce it inside. Then I took the earring, and I was like, it was like this on my skin. So this upper part, this down part here, this down part of this your ear like this, then you just press it together with the earring from up here, like poof. It's just poof, it will enter, like very soft, just poof. Once it will enter. So when it's inside already, then you take this hook that is underneath this earring, you take the hook that is underneath the earring, this particular one, then you use it to stop the earring from coming out of your ear. Then you do the same method for your second ear as well. Then after you are done, the healing of my ear, like piercing of my ear, the healing took 2 months. And after you finish piercing your ear, you leave it for like a day. Then after this, like the second day, you need to take spirit. Don't yet remove the needle from your ear. Like, this is the cleaning process of cleaning the piercing. You don't need to remove the needle away from your ear. So all you just need to do is you take spirit and cotton wool, then you use it to damp the place that you pierced. with your needle still inside, you will use the needle and the cotton wool with the spirit, use it to touch the side of it. Then whenever, like morning, afternoon or evening, because your skin will definitely start healing. Then when your skin is healing, you don't want your skin to heal with the metal of this earring inside your ear, like still inside your ear, because by the time you want to remove it, it will take you another pain, another stress, like removing it and stuff like that. So what I did was, in the morning, anytime I wake up, before I take my bed, I'll put, while the earring is still in my ear, then I'll start rolling it clockwise and anti-clockwise. It's still in my ear, like I've not removed it, so I'll roll it clockwise and anti-clockwise. It will pain me, but the skin that is trying to form around this metal will actually remove, leaving the hole that you have pierced to heal around that earring. Then in the afternoon as well, if I'm less busy, I'll use that my hand again. I'll start using it to, you see, it entered once, like I already know the I already know the hole of my own ear. So you will use that thing, see, I've already put it inside. Then you use it to start rolling anti-clockwise, clockwise, like for like 5 to 10 minutes. Then you leave it. You try that same thing again in the evening. You try the same thing again in the evening. So that is just the cleaning process of my piercing, and nothing much. So I know you guys might have the intention of using a loop earring like this, or using another different type of stud. Like if the starter earring is very ugly, so you might want to change it to a beautiful stud. Like you'll be very urged to change to beautiful stud. No, you have to wait for the ear, like the piercing, to heal, and that starter earring has to be there into your ear for like 2 to 3 months. I left my starter earring for like 3 months in my ear, like for 3 months. Then after 3 months, I removed the starter earring. Then another process is using this earring. You know, you pierce your ear when using this a tiny needle that is straight, not using this one that is curved. So when you want to put in this earring, there is another method of putting it that is still going to pain you, because your ear, the needle that you use to pierce, is not curved like this, is straight. So trying to put this kind of earring into your ear is actually going to pain you a little. But what I used for mine was that I got a earring, that's a straight earring, that the mouth is a little bit bigger than these tiny ones. The mouth is a little bit bigger than this tiny one. So I got that one. Then after the 3 months of my starter earring, I removed the starter earring and actually put the big one that has this bigger mouth, not this exact type, like a one that has this bigger mouth. So what I did that for was to expand the whole of the piercing, because it's still in the healing process. Even the 3 months is still in the process, like it will still pain you a little bit. And at the back of your ear like this, you need to be cleaning it with spirit every morning, so it won't contaminate any germs or infection or something like that. Then after using that big earring, I used that big earring for like 2 months, just to like expand the hole and stuff like that. Then I used this loop earring, because this was the earring I've ever wished to be using. Like I just really love these round earrings. So I put in the loop stuff. Because of the Vaseline, I can't do it myself, because let me try. Without even using, can you see? Without even using mirror, I already know where my piercing is, because I did it myself. I know every corner of my ear and stuff like that. So after I started using this loop and stuff like that, it will kind of feel heavy in your ear, just like for 2 days, because your body is still getting used to it. Then after that, it will feel normal, like you won't even know that you are having piercing. Then people will start looking at like, you just got your ear pierced. Like, wow. Like in Nigeria, where I came from, the area where I was not really civilized. So me getting my piercing was like I was a bad person and people were looking at me with this kind of different eye, but I don't care. And you know, police brutality in Nigeria and stuff like that. So when they see a young youth with earring and piercing, they'll be like, he's into fraud and he's into stuff like that. So I've been stopped by policemen like 2 or 3 times. Like, why do I have earring that I look like someone that is doing fraud and stuff? So like, but I don't care. I had to explain myself, because what I really feel about this police brutality and stuff is like, your mood of approach and your confidence in approaching them actually matters a lot. I've been stopped like 2 to 3 times and I spoke well to them. At least I thank God that they did not have that mindset to beat me to death anyhow. So that was the social aspects of having my 2 years pierced. Some were like, "Oh, you look like gay, like why do you pierce your ear, like you are not looking responsible and stuff." I don't care, because it makes me happy. It is what I want, so I just had to go for it. And my next piercing that I'm going to have now is my nose. Like, I want to pierce my nose. This loop. It's not this place, so I don't want that one, no, because that one is kind of painful. But I'm going to pierce this, like this my top nose here. But I'm going to give that to a professional tattoo artist that knows how to pierce the nose very well, because my fear of piercing have actually gone. So I just want to have a piercing on my nose, like this upper part. So that is it. And that was all for piercing my ear at home. And whatever you're going to need, like everything is inside this video. You see, don't let anybody to deceive you that you need that, you need. It's just a simple thing. All you need is the earring, your starter earring, a needle or earring if you want to go through using the earring to pierce like mine, and spirit cotton wool to be dressing the piercing morning and night. That's all. And you just leave the earring for 3 months or allow it to heal. And while healing, make sure that you are turning the earring clockwise and anti-clockwise. That's all. Like, very simple. So thank you so much for watching this video, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up, click on the notification bell so that you can be receiving a lovely video about my life story. I still have so many stories to tell you guys that are very lovely, about things that have happened in my life one way or the other, and in the future tense is still going to be happening. So I want you guys to stick to this story and enjoy yourself, and just use it to learn whatever you want to learn about piercing and so many more. My name is Paul, and thank you for listening to my story.